Self-Care Sunday, and sometimes I have topics that I'm trying to teach you about, but today I have a topic that I just kind of want to think about. Something that makes you stop and examine maybe how you're talking to yourself, and let me know if you have any thoughts on the topic. So, there for a while, I was seeing a lot of people getting tattoos that said, "You are enough," or they were posting different things on social media about "you are enough." And I thought, what does that mean? Like, what are they referring to? And then I read a couple of Brene Brown books, and I realized what they were talking about because she addresses that in her books. So basically, as women and men, we are told by others or sometimes by ourselves that we are not enough. For example, you are not smart enough, you're not thin enough, you're not organized enough, you're not bold enough, you're not polite enough, you're not focused enough, you're not a good enough parent, spouse, friend, employee. You're not perfect enough, basically. You're not good enough. And so, really, this is the way I look at it, is sort of a scarcity mentality as opposed to an abundance mentality. So, when you live your life in scarcity, always thinking, I'm not enough, I don't have enough, that is a fear-based emotion. You can change your thinking to more of an abundance mentality, like I have just what I need, I am enough just as I am. That's more of a love-based emotion. The other thing I was thinking about is what happens when you are enough? Do you ever get to the point where you are enough? And if you do get to that point, then what on earth are you going to work on? Because by then you're perfect. So I'm wondering, is anybody ever enough? So the other side of that is, are you too much? Sometimes other people tell us, or we tell ourselves, you think too much, you eat too much, you sleep too much, you talk too much. You're too sensitive, you're too intense, you're too trusting, you're too emotional, you're too caring, you're too naive, you're too idealistic, you're too religious, you're too loud, too quiet, too fat, too skinny. You're just too much. There's a quote that I see that says, "You will be too much for some people. Those aren't your people." And I like that. One of my favorite YouTubers is Tabitha Brown. And when she wanted to become an actress, she was always being told that she was too much. She needed to tone it down a little bit. Well, guess what? Now she's one of the most popular YouTubers out there just by being herself. And so I think that's pretty cool. So one of the things I want you to think about is your worth intrinsic or extrinsic? How are we defining our worth? Are we getting it from what other people tell us? How other people tell us we should be? Are we comparing ourselves to other people? I mean, obviously, yeah, I do all the time. And so whose truth are you actually living? Are you living your own truth? Are you going to try to mold yourself into the person that everybody else wants you to be? Or are you going to be your true self? Just kind of some food for thought today. One of my favorite hymns is "Just As I Am." And I was thinking, if God can accept us just as we are, why can't we accept ourselves just as we are? So maybe instead of thinking of all the things we need to do better, we need to be more of this, we need to be less of this, constantly working on improving ourselves, guilty, Maybe we work more on self-acceptance. Maybe we work more on having compassion for ourselves. So, I don't know, that's my challenge to you and to me. And just something to think about on Self-Care Sunday. And then I'll see you again in 1 week.